In this video, I'm going to reveal exactly how you can create content with AI and actually get paid for it. Methods that will show you how to start from absolute zero, tools that will do most of the hard work for you, and a clear path to your first paycheck even if you've never made a single piece of content in your life. And honestly, one of the things I'm going to show you later in this video completely blew my mind the first time I tried it, because it turned a simple text prompt into a fully monetizable video in under 10 minutes. Stick with me until the end because that one alone could change everything for you. All right, let's start with number one. So tip number one is understanding what AI content actually means, and why right now is the most important moment in history to get into this. Here's the deal. AI tools have gotten so good that the gap between a professional content creator and a complete beginner has basically collapsed. The thing is, 2 years ago, you needed expensive cameras, editing software, a studio setup, years of experience, and even then it wasn't guaranteed. Today, AI handles the writing, the visuals, the voiceover, the editing, and even the distribution strategy. All you need to bring is a topic and a few hours of your time. According to a 2024 report, the creator economy is now worth over $250 billion, and it's growing every single year. That is not a small opportunity. That is a generational shift. And the people who are getting in right now, at this exact moment, are the ones who are going to benefit the most. But knowing the opportunity exists is just step one. So what's the actual first move you need to make? That's where tip number two comes in. Tip number two is using AI to find your niche in about 15 minutes. And this is something most people completely skip over, and it's why they fail. What you do is go to ChatGPT or Google Gemini, and you type in something like, give me 20 profitable content niches where audiences spend money that I could cover without needing to be an expert. And here's what happens. The AI gives you a refined list of high demand, low competition topics that real people are already searching for and paying for information about. Things like personal finance for beginners, AI tools reviews, health and wellness for busy parents, productivity hacks, pet care, the list goes on. Now, the reason this works so well is because you're not guessing anymore. You're using data-trained intelligence to make a strategic decision before you even start. I did this myself and landed on a niche within 20 minutes that I'd never considered before. And that channel now generates consistent income every single month. But finding the niche is only half the equation. You still need content. And this is where things get really exciting, because tip number three is going to save you an enormous amount of time. Tip number three is using AI to write your entire content script. And I'm talking a full, polished, ready-to-record script in under 10 minutes. Here's how it works. Once you have your niche, you go back to your AI tool and you prompt it with your video title or blog post idea, and you ask it to write a complete script in a conversational tone for a YouTube video or a blog post, depending on what format you're creating. The AI gives you a full structured draft, intro, body, conclusion, the whole thing. Now, obviously, you'll want to read through it and add your own personality, tweak a few lines, make it sound like you. But honestly, that takes maybe 15 minutes on top of the 10 minutes the AI used to generate it. Compare that to sitting in front of a blank screen for 3 hours trying to figure out what to say. And you can see why this is such a game changer. Remember, the whole goal here is to remove every barrier that used to stop people like you from even getting started. And we're barely halfway through. Because now that you have a script, you need to actually turn it into content. And tip number four is where this gets genuinely mind-blowing. Tip number four is using AI video generation tools to turn your script into a fully produced video. No camera, no microphone, no editing skills required. Here's the deal. Tools like Pictory, InVideo AI, and Runway allow you to paste in your script and the AI automatically finds matching stock footage, generates a voiceover, adds captions, and produces a finished video ready to upload. What you do is take the script you just wrote, paste it into one of these platforms, choose your visual style, pick a voice that matches your content, and hit generate. Within a few minutes, you have a complete video. I'm not exaggerating when I say the first time I watched a video I had nothing to do with physically producing. It genuinely felt surreal. And the quality is good enough to publish on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok right now today. Over 40% of the top performing faceless YouTube channels are using exactly this kind of workflow. So you're not doing something experimental, you're doing what the most efficient creators are already doing. Now that you have a video, the obvious question is, how do you actually get paid? And that is exactly what tip number 5 is all about. Tip number 5 is monetization, and there are 3 main ways to make real money from AI content, even with a brand new channel and 0 subscribers. The first is affiliate marketing. You find products related to your niche, sign up for their affiliate program, mention them naturally in your content, and earn a commission every time someone buys through your link. The best part is, you don't need a huge audience for this to work. Even a channel with 2,000 views a month can generate hundreds of dollars in affiliate commissions if the niche is right. The second method is digital products. You create a simple PDF guide, a template, or a mini course using AI to write most of the content for you, and you sell it directly to your audience. I know creators who made over $5,000 in a single month selling a 12-page PDF they had AI write in about 40 minutes. The third method is YouTube ad revenue once you hit the monetization threshold, which with consistent content and the right niche, you can reach faster than you think. All 3 of these can run simultaneously. That's the part most people don't realize. You don't have to choose just one. And speaking of making things work simultaneously, there's another layer to this that the best AI creators are using right now, and it's tip number 6. Tip number 6 is content repurposing with AI. And this is honestly one of the most powerful things you can do to multiply your income without multiplying your workload. Here's how it works. You create one piece of content, let's say a 10-minute YouTube video. Then you use an AI tool like Opus Clip or Gling to automatically cut out the best 60-second clips from that video and turn them into short-form content for TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. At the same time, you take the script and ask AI to turn it into a Twitter thread, a LinkedIn post, and a newsletter email. From one single video, you've just created 8 to 10 pieces of content across multiple platforms, all of which can drive traffic back to your main channel or your product. I repurposed a single piece of content across 4 platforms, and it generated over 30,000 views in a week from content I had already made. The work to reward ratio with this approach is unlike anything else available to creators right now. But here's the thing. None of this works if people don't actually click on your content in the first place. And that brings us to tip number 7. Tip number 7 is using AI to create thumbnails and titles that people actually click on. Because the best content in the world is invisible if nobody clicks on it. Here's the deal. Tools like Canva's AI features and Adobe Firefly let you generate professional thumbnail visuals in minutes, even if you have 0 design experience. You describe what you want, the AI generates it, you tweak the text, and you're done. For titles, you go back to your AI tool and ask it to generate 20 click-worthy title options for your video topic, and then you pick the strongest one. Studies show that the title and thumbnail account for over 80% of whether someone clicks on your video or scrolls past it. 80%. So spending 15 minutes on these 2 things is probably the highest leverage 15 minutes in your entire content workflow. And the best part is, AI makes both of them faster and better than doing it manually. I can't imagine going back to designing thumbnails by hand or stressing over titles for an hour. It just doesn't make sense anymore when AI can do it in minutes. So let's zoom out for a second. Think about where you were at the start of this video. Maybe you had no idea how to start, no experience, no equipment, no clue what to even make content about. And now you have a complete framework. Find your niche with AI, write your script with AI, produce your video with AI, monetize through affiliates and digital products, repurpose everything automatically, and optimize your clicks with AI-powered thumbnails and titles. That is an entire business built on tools that are mostly free or low cost. And the only thing between you and starting is deciding to actually do it. If this video helped you see what's actually possible, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to go deeper on how to actually grow your channel to 10,000 subscribers faster using AI, click on this video here. I'll see you there.